Hey guys, this is Joey Dale. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you project inside number 3. I'm going to show you the project Invictus. It's a cinematic, orchestral, ambient kind of track inspired by Hans Zimmer and real movie scores. It's something I haven't done before and I was really happy with the result. And because it was so different, I wanted to show you how I did it. So let's dive straight into it. Alright, let's get straight into it. As you can see, this is the complete project. Quite big, lots of samples, which I'm going to show you all. Lots of strings, lots of drums, and of course, the vocals are really important in this one. So let's start first by playing the first part. Okay, the first part is this sample. It's a sample from Splice. It's by Tori Letzler. She has a lot of these samples. It's like a humming ambient sound. So that's a big one. And then you got this one. There are actually 3 in this track, as you can see. 1, 2, and 3. They all have the same vibe. But if you layer them all together, it will sound really nice together. I will show you. Then we got this one also. More like a humming sound for in the background. Of course, what's really important is you have to add them in the same key. So this one was in C. This one's also in C, and this one is in E. My track, I will show you the chords. My track is in A sharp. So if you want to change your track from C to A sharp, if you have seen my previous project Inside, I showed you if it's from C, you go to piano roll, you do -1 and 2. So -2 on the pitch wheel, -200 because 100 cents is one semitone. So -2, this one also -2, and this one is in E. So you do -600. Together, they sound like this. And this is like how the whole track started. So if you play them separate, it's this. And if you add this one, and then this one, it's a really, really nice harmony. In terms of mixing, of course a reverb on it, and just some low end cutting with the Parametric EQ2. That's like a simple preset. Oh no, it's not a preset. Sorry, it's like default, and then add this one, the type, to high pass. Yeah, so together they sound like that. I already knew I wanted to add like a big string orchestral sound in it. So I made these chords. These are the string chords. I will show you the sounds I used, but together they sound like this. This is the chords. The sound is really simple. It's a string from the Hollywood pack in Nexus strings, and this one is Herc strings chamber, and this one is from the same pack. It's called the London strings. If you play them separate, they already sound really nice. Together. So that's for the strings. Now let's go to the lower frequency basses. Actually, this one is actually also a string. But if you play the string on a really on a lower octave, it sounds more like a bass sound. And it has that really dark vibe. as you can hear. This one also. Oh, this is the bass sound smoothly from the synthetic textures pack. Also, I think it's a free pack. Yeah, together they will sound like this. Oh yeah, let me now show you the vocal. I wanted to use like a, yeah, more like an opera kind of vocal. So I looked this up on Splice and I found this one. It was actually in a different key. It was in G sharp, but as you know, this track is in A sharp, so you pitch it up two semitones. Together together it adds up like this. I have no idea what it says, yeah, but it sounds really good. Yeah, together it sounds like this. Then in the next part I add a violin. I already use some strings, but I think adding a violin also on top of it makes it sound even bigger if you do it the right way. Important in this one is the strings are in the stereo image, they are really centered, and the violin is more on the stereo, yeah, on the more, I say that, on the wider end. I use the stereo shaper, also just the standard from Fruity Loops, and then yeah, I didn't even use a preset. Oh, I will show you the violin. In terms of EQing, it was also really important. I cut out a lot of the lower notes because I didn't want it to intervene with the strings I already used. Yeah, then for the opera sound, I found another one also in G sharp, so adding it two semitones up. And a lot of reverb, because I think in this kind of music a reverb gives it a lot of like that big feel you want to hear. And again, I have no idea what the vocal says, but it sounds good. Then we go to the part where the drums come in. It sounds like this. So multiple things happen. There's a sub bass that's coming in. It's just the same notes as in the chords. The sub is from Serum. This one is called The Obvious Choice. Just a really powerful sub, and this is called a clean sub that comes in. And of course, some pads. Yeah, these are the pads I use in almost every track. It's the Ambient Pad 3, also from a Nexus, I think a stock pack. And I got this chord also coming in. It's the same chords but a different sound. This is more like a plug round sound, but more electronic, because otherwise it would be too orchestral. Then the drums, and the drums are what makes this track more like a real track you can listen to, and not just a cinematic orchestral. This is a pattern. It's like a sample loop, also from Splice. It plays like this throughout the whole track. I used a different snare also on top of it, so I will play only this one. Yeah, it's a really nice rhythm. In terms of EQing the drums, I pushed the 3000 Hertz range up, and of course cut until 100 Hertz, because I have a kick also and a bass line, and I don't want them to intertwine. I also added this drum loop. This one has also like the more the higher notes and the higher frequencies, I mean, and together they sound like this. So as you can see, it's just some loops, just some loops on top of each other, but together they make it sound really rich. And then the kick is in this rhythm. And also this drum loop, these are more like for the hi-hats. And this is a top kick. Yeah, I love to use the top kicks because it gives you more control. Yeah, and together all the drums are sounding like this, on top of each other. Yeah, I think it's a really nice, recognizable rhythm. And for this track it works perfectly. So together it sounds like this. So as you can hear, it's still the same loops, but every 15 seconds or so, I added a new element in the track, and I think that's really key for cinematic, that it really builds up, and then the build-up comes, and then we go to the drop part. This is the drop part. It's basically the same, but I added one essential thing, and that's like the melody, like the lead melody. This one. But I will first play it. So yeah, this is the melody. It's a 4-layered synth from Spire. This one. Yeah, I think they are all from Spire. This one is called Slightly. It's a plug. This one also a plug. I will play them also like this. This one with this. And this one is more like a lower sound. And this one is more like a lead sound. And together they sound like this. They have to add another thing that comes in the drop. Oh yeah, this is like the saw sound. Oh no, I see. I have also turned it off, so I will cut this out. Yeah. So yeah, basically that's the complete track, because I just loop the breakdown and then again the drop and then a nice outro like this. So yeah, this is the track. I think it sounds really powerful because of the opera vocals, the humming background vocals, the chords of course, and the strings. I think that's really important in a cinematic track. I just have some big powerful chords, use the right strings, the right violins, I just showed you the right drums. So yeah, let me know what you think of this song, and if you like to see more